Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Keely Chalmers with a look at your weather. And boy, we've got all sorts of weather to talk about today. We do have some storms in the mix for tonight, but mainly across the northeast corner of the state tomorrow. Different story. We have a shift in our weather pattern. We're going to get, first of all, more clouds to start off the day. We're also going to get more haze, more wildfire smoke from fires burning to the south and west of Colorado. And we're going to get some thunderstorm activity, and that does have the potential to be severe. We're going to talk about that in just a second. Let's go ahead and take you outside right now for a live look out over downtown Denver. We're 91 degrees outside the 9 News studios right now. Winds out of north-northwest 9 miles per hour, but they're gusting at times stronger than that. Just walk outdoors, wait around a little bit, and you'll feel one of those gusts. Current temperatures around the metro area in the mid to upper 80s and low 90s. Again, 91 at 9 News. We're at 90 degrees in Central Park, 86 at DIA, and 89 right now in Centennial. Temperatures really just in the 90s across the plains. We were thinking about triple digits heat, especially down across the southern plains. Looked like that cloud coverage just kind of hindered that spike in temperatures. So a little more clouds in the mix, and that did keep temperatures a couple degrees cooler than forecast. 70s and 80s in the mountains. So again, heat is topping our weather headlines for today with those temperatures once again in the 90s. We do have a threat for severe weather tomorrow, and that does include the metro area. It really includes the foothills, I-25 corridor, and out to the east. And then we're back to seasonal, pretty typical weather for this time of the year, Thursday through the weekend. So we started mostly sunny, a few more clouds in the mix this afternoon. It's been hot, it's been dry, and again, we've had those gusty winds pop up, and we're going to continue to see that trend throughout the evening with just a slight chance we could see an isolated thunderstorm move through. So we're seeing those thunderstorms pop up over the mountains, slide down into the foothills, and again, some of those sliding down onto the plains as well. So again, forecast highs not quite in the forecast highs in the 90s and 100s, but I don't think we're going to get there again because of that cloud coverage. But here's a look at our live radar. You can see those storms again moving off the foothills right now down onto the I-25 corridor. As we kind of take this down a little bit, we're seeing a storm move in Louviers right now, and we're seeing some thunderstorm activity just north of Castle Rock. So again, storms moving into Louviers, just north of Castle Rock, Highlands Ranch area as well. And as we kind of zoom out, head south, we're seeing Palmer Lake, Palmer Divide, and south along I-25, some of that activity as well. But head up north in the metro area. Nothing happening much there, but again, we are seeing some storms moving through Fort Collins, just east of Fort Collins right now into Greeley. You're going to feel some rain here pretty soon and hear some of those rumbles of thunder. So very isolated in nature. Those storms to the north that are going to be moving in closer to Fort Morgan and Sterling, those have the potential to become severe. So we're going to continue to keep tracking those as we continue to see those storms kind of bubble up over the mountains, the southern mountains, seeing some thunderstorm activity right now as well. So the severe thunderstorm risk for today, a level 1, that's a marginal risk across the northeast corner of the state. And again, the big threats, hail and wind, really those damaging winds. Mainly across the northeast region of the state, basically Fort Morgan north and east and northeast along I-76. 5 o'clock, this is a look at our futurecast showing again those stronger storms up near Sterling, Phillips, Sedgwick counties, and the continued isolated storms down across the southern mountains and south of the metro area along the I-25 corridor. Some of those could be strong even along the Palmer Divide and south. Not at risk for any severe weather at this point, according to the Storm Prediction Center. But again, they don't rule out some of that severe weather potential for the southern stretch of I-25, basically south of Palmer Divide, with potential for small hail, but those gusty winds, that's really the concern with these storms moving through today. You can see as we head into the 9 o'clock hour, really the severe weather, those strong storms and those really bright colors up across Nebraska. So just to the north and east of Colorado and Nebraska, that's where we're really going to see those strong storms develop. Cold front drops through, and that's going to drop those temperatures as we head into tomorrow. We're going to start the day tomorrow with some clouds as well as cooler temperatures. But zooming into the metro areas, we head into the evening from our futurecast. Not too much happening in the metro area itself, but again, we're seeing those scattered showers and storms just around the metro area. So again, a chance that one of those could roll through as well. Tomorrow, morning clouds, afternoon storms, 84 degrees, winds at the north-northeast 10 to 20 miles per hour. So a little bit cooler. We're going to be a little bit cooler across the plains tomorrow, with temperatures topping out in the upper 80s to right around 90 degrees. So we're looking at mainly 80s tomorrow, 70s in the mountains. And your severe thunderstorm risk has increased. You know, we started the day off with a marginal level 1 risk for the I-25 corridor, but that has now been upgraded to a slight risk, a level 2 for storms. Basically, the entire I-25 corridor down just past Pueblo, the foothills, and out across the east. Wind, hail, that is the threat, and of course potential for an isolated tornado as well. And a lot of this depends on just how much afternoon heating, how much clearing, how much sunshine. Here's the deal, we're going to wake up to clouds tomorrow. We're also going to wake up to wildfire smoke. So a little bit of haze due to those wildfires burning in northern Arizona and southern Utah. That wind is really going to do a good job of getting that smoke right over Colorado, and that includes the metro area for tomorrow. So I want to point that out if you have outdoor activities tomorrow, and if you are part of the sensitive groups, any type of respiratory issues, that is one day, at least that we know of right now. These fires keep blowing up, so it's tough to say exactly, but we do know that tomorrow it's looking like it will be a little bit hazy out there, and might want to limit your outdoor exposure. For tomorrow, here's our futurecast looking at tomorrow. This is, I'm going to take this back just a bit. I think we have time. Let's see, it's 2:06. Yeah, we got a little bit of time. So you can see we're pretty good through the noon hour. We start to see those storms bubble up over the high country, and then about 1 o'clock, 1:30, we just start to see those drift down along the I-25 corridor. 2:30, 3 o'clock along the metro area, and some of those getting strong. Again, as you can see, those bright pink colors, we're talking about potential for heavy downpours with some of these systems moving through. Heavy downpours, again, hail, as well as damaging winds as those storms really start to fire up and get some strength as they move east across the plains. And that continues 7 o'clock hour. Again, Fort Collins not out of the woods by any means as we head into the 7 o'clock hour, and some very strong after about 9:30. We start to see all that activity move east of I-25, and continuing into the night after about 11 o'clock. That's finally when we get a little peace and quiet from this very active, stormy day that we're in store for tomorrow afternoon. As for your air quality, again, wildfire smoke. We have an air quality alert in effect for the western slope until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning for that wildfire smoke. It's been extended each day, so I wouldn't be surprised if it gets extended tomorrow as well. And taking a look at our smoke forecast, I'm going to take this back a little bit. So this afternoon, we're looking pretty good here in the metro area. It's the western slope that does not look good, but as we head into the overnight hours, we start to see that smoke seep in over the metro area, the I-25 corridor, and the eastern plains. Waking up tomorrow, 7 o'clock, we are in a smoky environment tomorrow morning, and it doesn't really clear out, start to even clear out until after about 3, 4, brief respite from the smoke, and again, more smoke being delivered right in our direction. It is just blowing in from, again, northern Arizona, the southern Utah fires. You can see also the fires out in western Colorado. That smoke is just being funneled right in over Colorado, the I-25 corridor, and the plains. And really, I mean, it looks like it could be smoky right on into Thursday as well. So again, tomorrow is a day we're going to look out for that wildfire smoke being potentially a concern, especially for folks in those sensitive groups. But we're calling it a potential weather impact day, not really because of the smoke, even though that is impactful, no question, to some, but because of the storms that we're expecting tomorrow afternoon after about 1 o'clock. Some of those will be severe. We are, again, going to be cooler as that cold front drops through as well, with temperatures topping out in the mid-80s Wednesday and Thursday. And then we're back in the 90s on Friday, and your weekend is looking pretty seasonal, pretty normal for this time of the year. That is a quick look at your weather on this Tuesday.
Thank you so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus. Stay tuned to 9 News Plus. We will keep you posted on the storm, the wildfire smoke, you name it. We'll keep you posted and have the latest forecast and all the details. Of course, Chief Meteorologist Keely Chalmers will have the latest on the forecast at 3 o'clock on 9 News. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Keely Chalmers. Have a great day.